Welcome to Coaching Uncut, a special series on the Unstoppable Woman podcast, where I take you behind the scenes and give you a peek into the private coaching I do with my clients. All of these coaching calls have been recorded with the permission from my clients who have generously allowed me to share these with you as a way of helping more people in this world. They give you access to master level coaching and the opportunity to learn the lessons that they're learning right along with them. Please keep in mind that these recordings are not studio productions and the audio quality may be less than ideal, but the content will take you far and help you become unstoppable. With that, listen in and learn. How are you?
I am good. Thank you.
Good.
I did some work, but I took a little break from developing until yesterday and did a little bit this morning while I was waiting for my family to wake up with visiting, and we're heading out to go take a hike.
Good. I love it.
Yeah.
Good for you. Staying in action and taking time for yourself. You're staying in action and taking time for yourself. Yeah. Are you there?
Oh, that was me.
What was? I am.
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
That was so
I
weird.
could see we're still on, but I couldn't hear you in my earbuds. So
yeah, it went into weird. Anyways, so Matt, let's keep going. So tell me what you were saying, because I didn't catch that.
I think I sold my first group program.
Oh,
so
yay!
I was telling her about it, and she said, "Oh my gosh, when you get stuff ready to go, send it over to me, and I'd be really interested." And she said, "I'm totally interested in your business mastermind that you're putting together." So things are kind of coming together. It's now just hunkering down and getting the emails written and the landing page finished. Jenny's working on for me, and I'm almost done with my third module, and the fourth one's going to go pretty quickly. So I feel really good about that.
Yay! I love it.
Yeah. And then I made my list of, we were going to take the next step on what do I admire in my mother that's not body or weight driven.
Yeah, and what did you come up with?
Oh my gosh, I came up with 29 things.
Oh, good.
And then I actually put out on Facebook, I said, "Hey, Facebook friends, many of you knew my mother. I'm doing an assignment. What's one thing you admire about her?" And it's been kind of fun to read the comments, and a lot of them were ones I had written down already.
Good. Love it. Yeah. So now with that information, what do we do with it, right? Like how do we utilize that?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I was thinking about that and thinking about, instead of being so tied to the subconscious belief that to be like her is to look like her, that it could be these other 29 things. And some of those things, I am those things already, but
absolutely. So instead of it being what you look like, and why do you think that that's the subconscious hook for you?
I don't know if maybe a hook and a double bind are the same. It was kind of the only thing I could, well, not the only thing, and it's interesting because my sister's going to overhear me, but she started down this route last night, and I really got pissed off. And I'm like, I don't know why I associate looking like her as a subconscious message.
You don't know why?
Other than, well, that's my adolescent speaking, right? But I think, I think part of it, honestly, is this whole thing that we've been working on where I just don't want to take accountability for, like, oh, yeah, I can lose the weight. Let me have the bun on the hamburger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, oh, yeah, I can shed these pounds, but let me have the chocolate. Or let me have the 2 glasses of wine. Or, you know what I mean? And it's not that you can't have those things, but when that's kind of frankly, I just don't think I've been taking 100% accountability.
Well, I would agree with that. And I want to ask you the question around what is it that hooked you into thinking that the traits that you want to emulate with mom are how you look, weight and how you look. Like, what in your childhood created that?
No, and it's not a blame game, but I think for so many years that was a big piece of who she was, and it was a big piece of who I was, and I see it. I think the hook is I see it emulated. Like Zachary will make comments, and I used to do this. I don't do this anymore, but I would like make comments about my weight, or he'd say, "Yeah, there's my pregnancy belly," or and it's just been such a big focus that it's almost like then I rebel when I have to think about what I'm eating, or it's a control thing.
She got attention when she said that, yes?
Yeah.
And you get attention when you say that, right?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Wow. Shit.
And here's, this happens in so many different arenas. Watch what people complain about.
Yeah.
For the most part, they're getting attention when they complain. So what happens is that there's a double bind there. If I actually solve this problem, I'm not going to get the attention that I desire. Doesn't mean that on one level you don't want to solve the problem, or that it isn't irritating, or something that you'd like to be different. However, you are getting something from staying in the struggle, if you will.
Yeah.
So what other ways can you get attention?
Well, I immediately thought of almost the polar opposite, right? Like getting attention by looking healthy. Like the opposite of that, right?
Yeah. That's great.
It's one of those plants.
Get attention for the things that you actually want in your life.
Yeah.
That requires, and this is a bit obvious, but that requires that you actually make the decision and do the work, right? Make the decision, stay in the commitment, and do the work.
And this is a never-ending cycle, isn't it?
Well, that sounds a little depressing or
heavy. I don't mean it that way. I just mean like this growth, right? Like it just shifts to a different focus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you upscale, it's just a different perspective of it. Yeah.
Yeah. You recognize the subtleties of how this is happening. And one question you can just ask yourself is, in a situation where you're not getting the result that you want, a way to unpack that is to ask yourself, what am I getting attention for that is actually not moving me towards the result I want? So that you can do this in your personal life, in your business, everywhere. So with a friend, if you get their attention when you start acting out, not that you act out, but like maybe someone's passive aggressive, or maybe someone's laying on a guilt trip.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But that's not actually, that's creating conflict. You're getting attention for it, but it's creating conflict, not the result that you want.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what I love, because it's so obvious, but it's not obvious when you're so in it. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So that's what I look at that. I would flesh that out even more. I think it's great that you've seen all these
other qualities that you really loved in your mother and, see those in yourself. And I don't think that there's much more that you need to do with that. I would, however, look at where are you getting attention for being in the struggle.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I will chat with you tomorrow at 4:30 your time.
Sounds good. Okay.
Thanks, Amira.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us for Coaching Uncut. If you loved what you learned today, please leave us a comment and let us know. We always love a thumbs up or a 5-star review, so thank you in advance for that. And if you want to take your life and your business to the next level and it's time to scale, please reach out to us and schedule a consult at theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. So that's theunstoppablewoman.com/next level. See you in the next episode. Rock it out and be unstoppable.